and create a bond that logic alone cannot fully explain. Today, we are uncovering 9 nicknames that women find almost impossible to resist, and the psychology behind why these words work so deeply. If you have ever wanted to make her feel special, emotionally safe, truly seen, and connected to you in a way she cannot easily put into words, then stay with me until the end. Once you understand this, the way your words land on her will completely change. Science supports this more than most people realize. When a woman hears an affectionate nickname from a man she already feels a connection with, her brain releases dopamine and oxytocin. Dopamine creates pleasure, excitement, and anticipation. Oxytocin builds bonding, trust, and emotional closeness. That is why the right nickname does not just sound sweet or charming. It actually changes how she feels inside her body. It links your voice to comfort, attraction, and emotional safety. This is not manipulation, it is emotional awareness. And when it is used naturally and honestly, it makes her want to be around you even more, without her needing to explain why. The first nickname sounds simple, almost too simple, but it carries more power than most men expect. Pretty lady. When you call her pretty lady, 2 things happen at the same time. You are appreciating her beauty, and you are honoring her femininity. Women want to feel desired, yes, but they also want to feel respected and valued as women, not just looked at. Pretty lady carries warmth, grace, and charm all at once. Say it softly. Say it with a relaxed tone. Say it in a way that makes her feel like everything else fades away for a moment and only she exists in your attention. This is where tone matters. Attraction is never just about the words themselves. It is about the feeling behind them and the presence you bring when you say them. Another nickname that goes much deeper than most men expect is princess or queen. This is not about feeding ego or putting her on a pedestal. It is about energy. Deep down, many women want to feel chosen, protected, and valued within a man's world. When you call her my queen, it communicates respect, loyalty, and admiration. When you call her my princess, it touches her softer side, her desire to feel cherished and emotionally safe with you. But there is a key detail that most men miss completely. These words only work when they come from calm confidence. When a man says them with inner strength and emotional control, she feels honored. When they come from insecurity or neediness, they feel heavy and uncomfortable. The reminder here is simple. Say it because you genuinely feel it, not because you are looking for a reaction. That balance is where real attraction lives and grows. Gorgeous is another nickname that never loses its effect when it is used correctly. Hey, gorgeous. It sounds casual, almost effortless, but it carries impact. It is not just a compliment, it is acknowledgement. It tells her that you notice her without trying too hard or seeking approval. It makes her feel naturally attractive instead of evaluated. Women love validation that feels real and unforced. Use it naturally in conversation. She may smile, look away, or act like it did not matter, but later she will remember it. That single word connects to how she wants to see herself, and that is why it stays with her long after the moment passes. Before going any further, one thing matters more than anything else. These nicknames only work when there is real emotional comfort between you. Without that foundation, they can feel empty, awkward, or misplaced. But when she already feels emotionally safe with you, each nickname becomes a spark, and the next ones go even deeper. They are more personal, more playful, and more subconscious. These are the words that make her feel something before she even understands why. Nicknames are not just sounds. They are emotional signals. Each one carries a different message and a different feeling. Use the wrong one and she creates distance without even realizing it. Use the right one and she moves closer without thinking. Babe or baby is common, but common does not mean weak or ineffective. When said with the right energy, babe creates familiarity and closeness. It tells her there is a bond between you, not ownership, but connection. The mistake most men make is overusing it. When it is said too often, it loses its meaning. But when it is used calmly and with confidence, it relaxes her. A simple "hey babe" can immediately make her feel safe and wanted. Baby goes even deeper. It is softer and more emotional. It makes her feel important, not just attractive. When spoken slowly and naturally, it settles into her subconscious. And that is where attraction truly grows. It is not loud. It is not dramatic. It is quiet, steady, and comforting. Cutie may sound playful, even light, but it is stronger than it appears. It brings out fun, ease, and emotional comfort. Women are naturally drawn to men who help them step away from stress and overthinking. When you call her cutie in a genuine moment, it reminds her of how she feels when she is with you. Relaxed, playful, feminine. It creates a small rush of happiness without pressure or expectation. That balance between comfort and attraction is powerful. Say it with confidence, not childish energy. Let it feel like a gentle tease, and she will feel the pull almost instantly. Sunshine is a nickname filled with warmth and emotional color. It is perfect for a woman whose presence changes the mood of a room. Calling her sunshine tells her that she brings light into your life. It shows appreciation for her energy, not just her appearance. Psychologically, it builds emotional connection through gratitude. Women want to be valued for how they make a man feel, not only for how they look. When you say "good morning, sunshine," you are creating intimacy without pressure. If she smiles, hold eye contact. That pause matters. That is where emotional trust begins to form. Most men never understand this part. Attraction grows in pauses, in tone, and in presence. The nickname is only the doorway. Your calm confidence is what makes it powerful. Every name you use tells her something about how you see her and how she feels when she is around you. The next ones go even deeper. They speak directly to her subconscious. They create safety, desire, and emotional memory. Angel is one of those words. When you call her Angel, you are telling her that she brings peace into your life. It connects to kindness, softness, and emotional safety. This nickname works best in moments of sincerity. Say it when she shows care. Say it when she supports you, or simply when she is being herself. When spoken with honesty, it makes her associate your voice with comfort and warmth. Over time, that association becomes powerful. Hot stuff carries a completely different energy. It is playful confidence mixed with attraction. It lets her know you see her as desirable without losing your composure. Tone matters here more than anywhere else. Say it with ease. Say it with a calm smile and steady eye contact. Used at the right moment, it makes her feel wanted without pressure. Women enjoy feeling sexy when it feels earned and natural, not forced or needy. The final nickname is the most personal of all. Mine. When used gently and naturally, it creates emotional grounding. Not ownership, but connection. It tells her that she belongs in your world because she chooses to, not because she is claimed. Whispered at the right moment, it creates closeness that words cannot fully explain. And that is the real power behind all of this. When used with honesty, calm confidence, and presence, your words do not just reach her ears. They speak directly to her heart. They stay with her. They glow when her energy feels bright. They comfort her when her presence feels quiet. And they build a connection that grows deeper with time. naturally pulls attention. Saying this lets her know that you notice her, and more importantly, that you are confident enough to express it in a calm and relaxed way. That calm confidence is what gives the words real weight. It does not sound forced, rushed, or needy. It sounds steady and grounded. That is exactly why it works so well. When a woman feels seen without being chased or pressured, she feels curious and drawn in. She feels safe enough to lean closer emotionally. Now we move to nickname number 9, the deeply personal one, the inside name that only the two of you understand. This is the strongest of all, not because it sounds impressive, but because it carries meaning. Compliments are everywhere and easy to give, but personal meaning is rare and powerful. A nickname that comes from shared moments, shared laughter, or a shared memory creates a quiet emotional bond that does not need explanation. It forms an invisible thread between you and her that no one else can see or touch. It could be something playful about the way she laughs when she gets excited, a funny name you gave her after a small adventure together, or even a simple word that reminds both of you of a private moment. When she hears that name, it does more than remind her of you. It brings back how she feels when she is around you. The comfort, the ease, the sense of emotional safety. That feeling is the heart of real connection. You are giving her something emotional that she cannot find anywhere else, and that is why it stays with her. It settles into her memory quietly and deeply. So do not hesitate to create something meaningful when the time is right. Call her Giggles, Smarty Pants, Blue Eyes, Sunshine Girl, or something completely unique that fits her energy and your shared story. Each time you say it, you are not just addressing her. You are reminding her that you truly see her as an individual. You are reminding her that she is special in a way that only exists in your shared world. That sense of being uniquely understood is very rare, and women feel it instantly. But before you begin using these names, there are 3 important rules that separate high-value men from everyone else. The first rule is never rush emotional closeness. Nicknames only work when a real connection already exists and has had time to grow. If you use them too early, she will feel your need instead of your strength. She will sense that you are trying to create closeness before it naturally belongs there. Emotional power always comes from patience. Let trust build at its own pace. Let familiarity grow without pressure. Let her feel comfortable in your presence first. Then, when the moment feels natural and unforced, speak with warmth and ease. When timing is right, even simple words can feel powerful. When timing is wrong, even the best words fall flat. The second rule is to pay very close attention to how she responds. Every woman is different, and there is no single word that works on everyone. Some women enjoy being called babe or baby because it makes them feel cared for and relaxed. Others prefer something softer, more personal, or more playful. Watch her body language carefully when you speak. Notice her smile, the way her voice changes, the light in her eyes, or how her posture relaxes when she hears certain words. These reactions are her subconscious giving you honest feedback. She may not explain it in words, but her body will always reveal what feels right to her. Learn to notice these small signals without asking for reassurance. Confidence comes from observation, not from questioning. The third rule is never fake it. The moment your words stop matching your inner emotional state, she will feel it immediately. Women are deeply intuitive when it comes to emotional energy. They sense inconsistency faster than logic ever could. Authenticity is far more attractive than any clever nickname or smooth phrase. If you do not feel it, do not say it. Silence is better than forced affection. And when you do say it, mean it fully. Speak with intention. Speak with presence. Let your words come from a grounded place, not from a desire to impress or control the outcome. Now take a moment to reflect on what has been unlocked here. Pretty Lady carries elegance and respect without pressure. Princess or Queen expresses admiration and creates polarity. Gorgeous offers effortless recognition of her beauty without trying too hard. Babe or Baby builds comfort and emotional safety over time. Cutie brings playfulness and light dopamine. Sunshine expresses gratitude and warmth. Angel represents peace, care, and nurturing energy. Hot Stuff sparks desire and tension in a confident way. And the personal nickname creates intimacy and exclusivity that no generic compliment ever can. Each one reaches a different layer of her mind. Some touch logic, others touch emotion, and some reach deep into her subconscious where attachment is formed. When these words are used with awareness and patience, they can turn simple moments into lasting emotional memories. When they are used carelessly or without presence, they lose their power and become empty sounds. Always remember that every time you speak to her, you are either strengthening the connection or slowly weakening it. Words matter far more than most people realize. Love is not built on big dramatic gestures or constant talking. It is built through small, meaningful details repeated over time. It is in the way you look at her when she is speaking. It is in the calm tone of your voice when you say her name. It is in the way you listen without interrupting. And yes, it is in the nicknames that only you are allowed to use because you earned the right to use them. These words are not just expressions of affection. They are emotional anchors. They remind her of how she feels when she is with you. Soft, safe, appreciated, desired, and understood. And when a woman consistently feels those emotions with one man, she never forgets him. These moments stay with her long after conversations end, long after days pass, and even long after silence appears, because emotions are stronger than memory. She may forget exact words, but she will never forget how you made her feel. That feeling becomes part of her emotional history. It shapes how she compares future experiences. It influences who she trusts and who she opens up to. That is the quiet power of emotional presence. If this message resonated with you, my friends, subscribe to Dark Psychology, where we explore attraction, emotional influence, and the unspoken language of connection. In a world filled with noise, distractions, and empty talk, your words should still be able